Hey friends, so I thought that the next time that you all would see me would be a vlog from opening night, and such is not the case. As you can see from the title, my show closed. Does it close? If it never opened, we made it through day 2 of previews, so we did 3 previews total, and the energy of preview / opening week was very telling of the fact that we all were pretty sure we were not going to make it through the run. But it never occurred to us that we would not make it to opening night, worst case scenario, whole weekend, best case scenario. We were all still preparing and such, as if we were going to finish the run, so we still had understudy rehearsals scheduled. My understudy partner in crime, Wyatt, and I were still working on our harmonies and our lines together backstage as best as we could, assuming that we were going to have the rehearsal. That would have been the next 3 days, and we just knew we were going to make it to opening night. And then first preview was Tuesday, and Wednesday we did our matinee preview, and Wednesday night, before that preview started, we were told there was going to be a company meeting, and we were like, this is it, we're not going to make it past opening. So the energy of the performance was both tense and both leave it all on the stage. I feel like it's fair to say for everyone that it's hard for it to be 100% leave it all on the stage when you have something like that looming over your head a little bit. And then my mother made it from Maryland on the fly to make it to that performance, and my overstudy, Katie's mother, did the same thing, because as soon as Broadway closed, the theater community was like, oh no, how long is it going to take before regional theater starts to close? So I guess mother's intuitions, the two of them made it to the performance and everything, but after the performance we had the discussion that the county in which our theater resides was going to close all non-essential business at midnight that night. So not only is our show closed, we've got to pack up and get out, because it's like 10 o'clock or something like that. So we're trying to put our stuff away as organized as we can, so that the costumers who are going to have to wash all of that stuff are going to be able to do their job. We didn't all really say goodbye to production, to the band, to all the people we wanted to say goodbye to, because the energy was just very, we're sad and we have to get out. And so that really stunk. There were a lot of tears. And most of the cast went out afterwards to the bar, but not even all of the cast, because we weren't planning for this, so that stinks. It kind of just feels like we weren't allotted closure. And in the end, this is for the best. I'm not saying that, we should still be open, but considering we had like 20-seat houses and whatnot, we didn't think that we were going to get shut down like that, because the thing is large crowds, and Baby the Musical was not selling large crowds before a pandemic, so that stinks. Also, while I was at the bar, I emailed Sesame Place as soon as possible, because I knew it was just a matter of time, because Disney World had closed. And I emailed and was like, put me on for this weekend if you can, please, pretty much. And anything else, because I'm completely available now, which I feel so bad, because they worked so hard to accommodate my usual very available self to be completely unavailable for this entire month. And then the St. Patrick's Day festivities that were supposed to happen this weekend got canceled, and then rehearsals got canceled. I wasn't even called for those rehearsals anyway, because they were for new hires, but either way, everything got canceled, and we're closed until April 1st, tentatively, which once those rehearsals start, are going to be an absolute nightmare because this was the month that we were supposed to be pretty much integrating almost all of the rehearsals. I don't know that anybody has rehearsed anything but one, maybe 2 shows, I'm not sure, but that's going to be a whole mess that we're going to have to deal with if, God willing, we are even able to open April 1st. So there go my 2 jobs, and I don't get a super amount of work with princess parties. I mean, I would get more if I wasn't working other jobs, that's for sure, but when you can only be a limited amount of princesses / costume characters, then you're not getting, you know, I can't be Elsa, so I'm not working every weekend, but even then, I'm sure that those parties are being canceled left and right, and that, you know, that's not going so hot right now. So anyway, so that's the update on that part of life, and part of the reason that I wanted to make this video, to update everybody on what's going on and how everything went down, because I guess I can talk to everybody, I'm fully free, but just so that people, you know, loved ones know what's going on in my life right now, and also because now there are some job problems for actors and anyone in the entertainment industry right now around the world. So, well, around the world, I can only speak for America, but I'm sure the rest of the world is struggling as well. But anyway, so for equity actors, it is my understanding that if your show closes, we're all considered we were let go. So your show closes, it's my understanding that the union does give a 2 weeks severance. So figure out how to do all of that, I guess, if you could do that. Non-equity actors, EMC included, even if you are in an equity production, you're not entitled to that severance. The only thing that you can do to get some compensation is to file for unemployment. I know that this is not a popular topic to talk about, but I am very passionate about struggling actors as one right now, just trying to make it big and trying to make a living, and so I just would feel terrible if I didn't share that information with you. So I'm going to be completely open about that. So it was pretty easy. All I had to do was type into Google like filing unemployment, and and I think you're supposed to file unemployment for the state your theater is in. So even though I'm technically a Maryland resident, I filed in Pennsylvania because that is where the media theater is. So just something to keep in mind, because that part was a tiny bit confusing. But yes, Googling it, Google's so intense, it even gave me Pennsylvania as where to file for unemployment, because that's where I am currently living, even though I'm not an actual like resident. So Google's pretty intense. Oh no, my candle. All right, that's fixed. So I am also very grateful that I do possess 2 degrees. I also have a degree in English with a concentration in writing, for those of you who don't know. Probably a lot of people don't know because I have not really pursued it. I've done some creative writing on the side just for myself. Who knows, maybe depending on how long this lasts, maybe I'll publish a novel, who knows. But it's hard to pursue 2 very creative and very time consuming careers at the same time. So I have pretty much put all my eggs in my theatrical basket but however, I'm pretty good at grammar. I mean, it's been a little bit, I'm a little rusty, but I am pretty good at grammar, and I used to really enjoy editing people's papers and such. I always thought if I could be one of those people who could just be content and not the happiest that I ever have to be to feel like I'm living the fullest life, I would have just been an editor, because I don't love journalism, but I don't know. I like helping people, so I guess it makes sense. So that's what I am applying for now, are a bunch of remote proofreading, because I'm not sure. I've been out of the game for too long. I don't know that I'm even valid for anybody to hire me as an editor, even remotely. But yes, so proofreading and transcribing are the 2 things that I am looking into. I'm sure that the market is pretty saturated with people applying for things like that, so I'm gonna just apply for everything as far as I can. But yeah, I'm very blessed in that regard, and I acknowledge that, and not everybody has a fallback or 2 or 3 or 4 to go on. So I'm also going to post some resources of different funds, I guess. What are these things called? I guess I know the Actors Fund is, you know, for New York and for Broadway actors and stuff, and a lot of local cities don't have things like that, but a lot of people have been putting together sort of their version of those things. They're doing GoFundMes and stuff, and they're trying to distribute it to actors and everyone in the entertainment industry. I'm sorry that I keep just saying actors and being self-absorbed in my part of the puzzle. But anyone in the entertainment industry can, you know, most of them are, you know, a lot of them are using Google surveys so that you can say what show closed and how long you're supposed to be working, and how much compensation you would need emergency-wise. So they're emergency funds. Yes, a lot of emergency funds pages and websites are popping up right now. So any resource that I can post, I will post in the description box, because I just want to make sure that everyone is okay, because it's one thing to be like, oh, be prepared for the month and make sure that you have, that touched my face, make sure that you have a month's worth of things, but some of us don't have the money for a month's worth of everything, and especially after losing our jobs, it's even harder to come up with the money for any amount of time's worth of stuff. So I'm sorry this is getting so rambly, but this is a very candid, raw video. I just turned on the camera. I have my coffee here. I have my Gigi mug, because that show closed sooner than it should have. It was a beautiful show. If you were able to see Gigi on Broadway, comment below, give me a like. Let's gush over it together. We have time to gush. So yes, so anyway, that is, if you have any other questions about losing your job, I guess, as an actor, comment below. I will do what I can to get you resources and help you in any way possible. If you know, are in that 1% and doing great and stumbled upon my video, you also can go to those links and donate, so that would be great. Oh, I know what else I wanted to talk about. So while we're all down and out in this entertainment industry, I know a lot of people are like, we can still work on our craft though, and I don't know about you all, but for me, I do better with guided things. So I will look up if I can find voice teachers who, and comment below, please, if this is you, if any of these remote things I'm asking for are you. Like, I want to promote you as well. I'm gonna look up voice teachers who work remotely, if there's like any sort of network for that. And videos, I'm very big on yoga, as you know. So Yoga with Adrienne has a bunch of yoga camps. Fight Master Yoga has a bunch of like 30-day challenges and stuff like that. If the spiritual thing is not for you, Pilates is a wonderful thing. I really enjoy Trifecta Pilates, and I think she does a lot more stretching than a lot of Pilates I have done in the past. And also, if you don't like holding poses a lot, Pilates is a lot of movement. Like, yoga is holding and flowing, whereas Pilates, I wish I could remember, it's like static movement versus something else. I wish I could remember what it's called. But yes, so if that's something that you're not so into, but you want to do something that's movementy, that will still stretch you and build strength, Pilates, Trifecta Pilates has so many videos. I think she's like Yoga with Adrienne, but for Pilates. And there's Motion Medicine. I really like her stuff. She does a lot of bar workouts and a lot of stretching routines, so I really enjoy her stuff. She is a trained ballet dancer. There's, of course, Catherine Morgan, if you don't know her or her channel. She's now working for the Miami City Ballet, but she was a very young soloist with New York City Ballet a couple years ago, and she is incredible, an incredible tool. I would definitely recommend also just watching her vlogs and sit down chats and everything too, but she has a lot of technique videos. So that is something that you could look into as well as I think she has a lot of barre videos and stretching videos and ballet inspired workout videos, strengthening videos, all of that good stuff. But I really, for, you know, the purposes of as a performer, things to work on, she has a lot of technique videos, so that's amazing, and we all should love ballet more. And there's another YouTuber whose name I actually don't know, but I am subscribed to her. I'm the worst, but I love her videos of, she's got a lot of like follow along routine videos. I can't do a whole lot of dancing myself. That's going to be the most stressful part about this, is that I'm on the 3rd floor of an apartment complex and everything's very creaky. So I can do my best, but some of it I'm not going to be able to move too much. But there is, so sorry I hit that too much. But she has a couple of routine videos. My camera is so against me right now. I'm trying to wrap this video up and I ran out of memory and now the battery's flashing at me, so sorry if I start talking a mile a minute at this point. We'll see if I make it. But so she has a lot of routine videos as far as like, here's a beginner or an intermediate jazz routine, here's a beginner or intermediate contemporary routine, like little things that you can do like that to just keep yourself going. And it's like a class, but instead it's maybe 20 minutes long. So just things to keep you moving, keep you going. Any resources I have of people who can record accompaniment tracks in case you want to record some self-tapes and everything, I will link down below. I'll just do everything I can to make this video an overall resource so that we can come back more powerful than ever. So everyone who made it this far in the video, and even if you didn't, thanks so much for watching. I will keep you all posted. I'll probably call the rest of my videos the quarantine diaries. I'll let you know what's going on with me. Hopefully I will get some sort of proofreading job in the near future, and I will try to keep a structure and vlog for you, which I just said. And thanks so much for coming to my channel and for watching my videos and supporting me and caring, and I hope that this video is very helpful for you. I hope that the next time I see you guys I have some much happier news. I hope the world has some much happier news the next time I see you guys. Stay safe, wash your hands, use hand sanitizer. Maybe I'll do a video on DIY hand sanitizer since it's not the easiest thing to come by in the world right now. Practice your social distancing, download Skype and Zoom and whatever so that you can contact your friends and not feel alone in this social distancing time. Take care of yourself, take a bath, make yourself a snack you really like, read a good book. Just do what you have to do to keep your emotional and mental health safe as well as your physical health. And I love you guys so much.